everybody, Heather here from New Zealand. Welcome back. We're on to day 8 of our Overwhelm to Order series. Today what we're going to start doing is building a really significant tool that's going to help us keep our thoughts clarified and keep us on track. Help us to make those decisions for how we're going to do our house each day, where we're up to, and just more clarity. I think it's brought me, and it's become quite a treasured tool for me. So it's called the Control Journal. If you want to start building yours, keep watching and we'll get started. Okay, so let's get started. What we're going to do is create a control journal. Now, with everything in the Flylady system, it is not rocket science, it's simple, and we start small. That's the important thing, and that's what we're going to do here. We're going to start small and we're going to build this up. And yeah, for me, my control journal has become really valuable and helpful for me. So you don't need to rush out and buy anything new. I have got an old ring binder here. I don't know what you call these in different countries, but in New Zealand we call these ring binders. This was something that had papers in that I didn't need to keep anymore, so I'm going to use that for this video. Don't stress if you haven't got that. I have here some other ideas. This is a little notebook that I've bought for some reason and not used it, but I could use this. And I mean, the advantage of this is that it's small, so if I wanted to, I could take it with me or find a little cubby hole to keep it in. So you could use something like that. This is an old exercise book from school that my daughter hasn't used and was just sitting taking up space and not doing anything. So you could use something like this. You could use a pad of paper or some loose sheets. It really doesn't matter. What you want to do is just get started. You can, at a later date, you can make it fancy, and we will talk about that in coming days. But for now, let's keep it simple. So I'm going to use the ring binder, and I've got 2 pieces of paper that I'm going to use first of all. And on one, I'm going to write morning routine. So that's a starting point. Morning routine, we've talked about a few things that we're going to put on that. On the other piece, we're going to put before bed routine. So before bed routine is a separate page. Now, where have we got up to with our routines? So on my, I'm sitting at my dining room table because I've got all these bits of paper everywhere out of shot that you can't see, so I've got everything at hand. So far on our morning routine, we're getting up and we're getting dressed to shoes. So let's put that down. So up and dressed to shoes. Okay, that's our first thing. We've also been keeping our sink shiny. So after breakfast every morning, it's a discipline of mine, and it's a big Flylady thing, is to keep that sink shiny. You don't want those dishes to build up again. So let's put that down here. Keeping sink shiny. Keeping sink shiny. Right, and the other thing we've just learned about is hot spots. So we're putting on our timer for 2 minutes and we're clearing a hot spot somewhere in our house. That's part of our morning routine. So I'll put that down as well. So 2 minute hot spot. Okay, so now you've got a piece of paper that kind of looks like this, okay? So that's for the morning routine, that's all we've got. We will add some things as we go along, but that's where we're up to. Now, before bed routine, which actually becomes very important as we move on, because the before bed routine sets us up to make the next day easier. So this is an important one. At the moment, we've got setting out clothes for tomorrow. So let's put that out there. We don't want to forget to do that. Setting out tomorrow's clothes. I think I've spelt tomorrow's wrong, but who cares? It's probably going to look backwards anyway on the video. And we're going to shine our sink. Shine sink before we go to bed. So there we go. Setting out tomorrow's clothes and shining our sink. Excellent. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put those in our folder. Click. Them in there. Now, what you can do is every day you can open this up, and as you get things done, you can just put a tick beside it, okay? And then you're like, way, I've done my morning routine, go me, woohoo! And the same at bedtime. Now, some people like to use, and I've seen this on a number of videos, these clear file things. You know, you put the sheet of paper in it, and then you get like a whiteboard marker and a pen you can just wipe off, and then you tick it, and then the next day you wipe it off and you go again. I'm not so keen on that. I tried it, but I found it took me extra time each day to find a whiteboard marker, so I thought, why do that? So this is what I did. I did little squares. One, two, three, four, five, six. I've only done 6 there. But see those little squares? I actually did 7 little squares. And then I would just tick the little square as I went along. And then that piece of paper would last me for a whole week. So that's what works for me. I don't know what's going to work for you. We've all got different personalities and ways of doing things. Just don't get too wrapped up in doing it my way or somebody else's way. It's finding a way that works for you. So that's our control journal. I can't think of anything else that we need to put up there. Oh, I know. One thing I wanted to talk about is when we don't manage to get things done, when we don't shine our sink, when we don't get dressed as shoes. One thing that is very important is to not make Flylady another thing that you beat yourself up about if you don't manage to get it done. You're doing what you can do. If you don't get it done one day, fine, don't worry about it. Do it the next day. Just do what you can do. Okay? The Flylady system is meant to help you. It's not meant to become a negative thing in your life that just adds to the pile of things to do. It's a system that is to make life easy. So don't beat yourself up again, and don't get caught. We talked earlier about negative thoughts. Don't let, oh, I'm not doing Flylady perfectly, become another one of those thoughts that you beat yourself up with. Nobody does Flylady perfectly, and that's the whole point. We do what we can do when we can do it. Okay, so that's all from me today. Have fun setting up your journal and doing some ticks as you go through your day, and I'll see you tomorrow when we look at day 9. Okay, bye from New Zealand.